Friends, welcome back to Me and the Boys Wrestling. My name is James Owen Brown, and I am joined by my co-host. That is correct. I'm going to share these links, and we will get the ball rolling. No, 25 is still an absolute mess to the point that I'm actually excited to go back to 24 after the sneak peeks and know that like my matches are going to work and and we're not going to get screwed. Like nothing Iron Man at all has worked on 25, and it's incredibly frustrating. Or it's supposed to be elimination, and they'll eliminate 4 out of the 6, and then the match will just end. No, not even a little bit. I have one more link to share, and then I'm going to send some superfluous links to our friends at Raise the Bar Wrestling, who have been awesome since we've been cross-promoting a little bit with them. Be sure to check out Raise the Bar Wrestling on YouTube. I believe their episodes are on Wednesdays. It's an awesome show. The excitement level of the host is excellent. And he also has, I don't know if it's his kid or his like a niece or nephew that's doing the ring announcing, and it's absolutely adorable. I have left the commentary on, so we're going to have to compete. Dang.
Yeah, who knows what surprises await in this one? That's what makes the Royal Rumble so exciting. Nowhere to go. Let's be honest.
Absolutely. I'm just going to slide my microphone closer to my mouth, and we can overpower Michael Cole. Surrender your soul. Sweet Scott Nash is here. Fingers is here. That's his daughter, I believe, he says. Yeah, it was adorable. We can't compete with that. That's crazy tactics. Having children do the ring announcing. That's not fair. Yeah. Kids. Damn it.
A monstrous German suplex. Will the third time be the charm?
There he is. He looks focused on the task at hand.
EMP says it's a Thursday show. And possibly, if I got it wrong, my apologies. But either way, check out Raise the Bar Wrestling. And it was a really fun show. He's also running off PC, I believe, so he's got a few more options when it comes to the live stream than we do. The two brothers? Oh my god. Frank Weiser's here. We haven't seen him in a little bit. New member of the Purifiers.
Might be depending those stream times are never exact.
That's true. We got the super special. The super finisher wave is in the air. Absolutely. We got a Dynamite show. We got the ladies' title on the line in a tables, ladders, and chairs match. Mishi versus Sweet Death. We got the tag titles on the line in the main event as the Splash Brothers take on King Frenchie and RJ the Terrible. And here comes Hunter S. Mustache. Somebody got eliminated. Who did that? Black Knight.
Did I see that the Midnight Outsiders are facing the mighty Jack Ryder?
You may have seen that the Midnight Outsiders are fighting the Mystery Team. That sucks that you can't do a good reveal. It all just gets spoiled immediately. But yes. Go ahead.
was fighting with Butch something.
Yeah, I agree.
My goodness, what a knee strike. Thanks for
Yeah, nasty.
He's burying elbows with the midsection.
Black Knight is a tough customer. Across multiple federations, he's doing okay in the other territories as well.
We could have an elimination here.
Here comes Jason Voorhees representing the Elite.
Elimination in progress.
How the fuck did you convince the Mountie to come here and wrestle?
King Frenchie said he was going to get real Quebecers, and he did absolutely that by recruiting Jacques and Pierre, the Quebecers. It just makes so much sense.
Danger with an elbow to the stomach.
Glad I chose him to be elite.
Just yesterday, I got the Stroop and Marty the Magic Guy all made up in 2K25 and ready to go. We are almost ready. A couple of guys are on their last chance. We heard from our friend Drake the Devil Castle
A lifetime supply of Timmy's.
by accident yesterday, and I tagged him and said, "Hey, you got a 2K25 guy?" And he didn't reply. So the following people: JJ DeBoss, Ryan Kai, Drake the Devil Castle, send a message or leave a comment or something. Get at me. Otherwise, I'm not gonna take the time to make your characters. And no hard feelings, it just is what it is. Lots of turnaround. Oh my God.
Say goodnight. He's going to finish this Royal Rumble right here. Ooh, forearm connects.
Craziness. Craziness in the early goings. We're also tonight going to continue our War Games tournament. We're going to see the militia take on the Purifiers, and that means that the Block is going to be in the ring with Holden Rhodes tonight.
Did you see that, Byron? That was one of the most unbelievable things I've ever...
Oh my God. Yeah. Point for the HRS and then a point for the Elite, right? Black Knight. Okay.
He knew what was
Oh.
coming. All right, back to it, returning to the ring.
We're also going to see the reignition of a feud between Gale and DMP. And that's a long time in the making as well. Those two had some wars.
Cuts off their offense with a swift elbow to the
I'm gonna put our link in that Raise the Bar chat.
Got one.
Oh, this could be the end here. Oh, no. One of the most dreaded maneuvers in all of sports entertainment. Vertebreaker.
Ooh, clothesline delivered.
Great countering. Puts some great IQ on display there. And that puts an end to his night. There's no avoiding that one. Guys, it's almost time for our next competitor.
Wow.
Workhorse, guys. History
Black Knight paying dividends for the Elite. I sent our link over that way, and I always feel weird. I did talk to the promoter over there, and I said, I'm coming. Like, me and the boys wrestling is coming for Raise the Bar Wrestling. And he put a heart on it, so when I send the things, I say stuff like, here's a link if you want to check out what a real promotion looks like. And I feel like an ass, but, you know, I want to do it in character and play the role, but just so that man knows, I have no ill will. I want all of our guys to go over there. I want all their guys to come here. I want everybody to do everything.
Sharp elbows to the body, looking to fight his way out.
That's right. Oh, you better believe, bud. Here comes Gordy Mack, one half of the Glowing Hearts. And I found out today that there are more. There he is in the chat. Oh, you better believe, bud. Art the Clown, the spinning power bomb. But yeah, I found out there's more. The glowing hearts extend beyond Gordy Mack and Superintendent Dixon. And I can't wait to see what that's all about. Absolutely it will. Ooh, Black Knight almost had another one, but Art the Clown plays spoiler.
This is getting hard to watch, guys. We might need to stop this one. Knee strike.
HR put out an open challenge last week, and King Slick took him up on it. Nice, nice. How did did you end up doing the watch party with His Excellence Ricky Goldman? Nice.
Back to the locker room they go. He's going in this one now.
Wow. Niceties on a tear.
Hi James, hi Dave, hi everyone.
What are they going to do here?
We had fun. I did the, oh wow, the Stroop puts out his own tag team partner. Nasty. My mom is here. Hi, Mom. Yeah, I did the Saturday and Sunday quizzes with him, and his questions are pretty tough. He gets into the, you got to identify the stage and match it with the WrestleMania it came from, and I just have no idea. The stages aren't something that register in my brain at all. I'm looking at it like this could literally be any of the WrestleManias. I have no clue. Absolutely. When Easter falls on the same weekend as 420 and WrestleMania, like, whoa. Absolutely. Big Daddy Cole going to take on the final boss, the Great Puma, at Lucky 13, and I'm excited for that one. We're going to see the Great Puma later on tonight take on Holden Rhodes.
And look who's coming to the ring now, guys. This could possibly change the complexion of this match, Michael.
Stroop put him out. Stroop kicked his head off. Papa Shango got a window here. He gets rid of Gordy Mack. Papa Shango doesn't believe. Point for the Elite.
Who's coming out next? Who is it?
The scores are very close. The top three teams all separated by 2 points.
Oh, man, here he comes.
Here's hoping to make a
Mr. Tyrell.
He's getting pushed out in the defensive. Honestly, I'm guessing everyone else can smell chum in the water at this point. Counters, this could be an opportunity.
Mr. Tyrell shouldn't have been in this Rumble. I went through with a fine-tooth comb and took out everybody who was already on the show, and I guess I must have missed them.
He wants even more out of his opponent.
Gets him with the counter. Battling to stay alive now.
Was it El Viscera? We still haven't heard from El Viscera. Danger Boy gets another point for the Elite. Wow. El Viscera hasn't been seen since the start of the QLW tournament, where Killjoy popped up and took his place. Stroop knocks out Big Daddy Cole. Here comes T. Wright. He's another one. I tagged the man in the chat, and he didn't respond. So, T-Right, if you're out there, give us a direction for your character. Pick a fight with somebody. Let us know you're out there. Oh, see.
Now there's a guy you do not want to see at this point.
He just popped you one.
Looks like an elimination is underway.
The Dreadnoks, some of the toughest characters around, also members of pretty much every territory there is, along with the HRS, King Slick and Fingers, Cameron Taylor. A lot of these guys pulling double duty lately, and it truly is a golden age of digital wrestling. Oh wow, 2 in a row. Imagine you're in the Royal Rumble and you're doing your business. You came in a little ways ago, and then all of a sudden 2 Dreadnoks come in. Oh, good. You don't even have to imagine. You just did it.
And if you're looking for a difference maker, well, you just got
The lead is at 6
Oh.
Kick to the gut, pushing their opponent up, and
Just one right after the other. Can't be stopped.
Wow.
check out this.
Fast and furious action. Danger Boy up in the air. Road Pig dispatches of Danger Boy and the NXG are on the board. You know, I'm embarrassed to admit this, but I don't remember at all what NXG even stands for.
Over the top rope he goes. That's exactly why. That's his go-to move, Cole.
Down with a neck breaker.
Richie Mills making his way down, and I'm upset kind of to see these guys in the Rumble not get their entrance and catch a bag full of money.
Oh, flipping the script on him there.
Road Pig turns his back to the Stroop. Did we lose the block?
The next generation, I think.
Unbelievable athleticism. Into the armbar. Swerves his way
Oh, wow.
out.
Fair enough. Well, I mean, at least, you know, if it doesn't go your way, you already fought in the Rumble, so you'll have that to fall back on.
Oh, man, here he comes. Hoisted up.
Oh, you better believe, bud. Here comes Superintendent Dixon on administrative leave.
Face buster.
But, not here. Oh.
Listen to this track.
Subscribe. Fires one of those big bear mitts at you.
Check out this display of power.
I'm really excited for the entrance and theme music of the Glowing Hearts, 40 Mac and Superintendent Dixon. I put up DMP's entrance in his theme song today, and I'm going to get editing as soon as this episode is over. Oh my goodness. Nasty. Somebody got put out, and I missed who did it.
Setting up an elimination.
Stroop got put out, but who did it?
Takes on the way, Road Pig.
Oh my God. Who put Richie Mills out? It's all bad. Are you kidding me? Buzzsaw Butcher and Dr. Volcano back to back yet again. These two are going to meet at Lucky 13. Wow. Buzzsaw Butcher said, whatever kind of match Dr. V wants to have. And there's a lot of talk. Wow. Road Pig takes out his own teammate. There's a lot of talk about the Hell on Earth match and a lot of Falls Count Anywhere Iron Man matches, but the most devastating match that me and the boys had before things started to evolve and change shape around here was the Iron Man tables match. And that's what I want for Dr. Volcano and Buzzsaw Butcher, an Iron Man tables match. There's going to be splintered wood everywhere, people getting cut. Merz Frazier!
Look who it is.
Sounds good to me.
I definitely missed. Did we find out who put out the Stroop and Richie Mills? Sorry. I got excited because Superintendent Dixon came out. Oh, wow. Wow. I don't know what to call that. Dixon took out Mills. Okay. Playing spoiler. Earning points for the ether are the glowing hearts. And I'm kind of for it. Opting not to choose a faction or side with anybody other than themselves. And you almost have to respect it. Wow. Okay. Perfect. Nope, that was it. We're all caught up. Dixon again. Wow. Points to the ether. Road Pig not happy at all. The Mist. Oh my God. Firing it everywhere. He's like a summer sprinkler out there.
Somebody get the intruder, Mr. Tyler Life.
Merz out of here at the hands of Cesar Loco Hernandez. Point for the HRS. Oh my. Oh my God. Bob Belcher comes in, makes impact immediately. Uh-oh. Michael Myers, not going to last long. He is out of here. Point for the Niceties, who are absolutely tearing this Rumble apart.
Setting up an elimination here.
We really need to solve this situation of the duplicate finishers. There's 3 guys now that are using what we call the Stroop effect around here. And we're going to have to iron that out. Tebow! Wow. Nice pull for Tebow. Yep. Tebow's another one of those guys I haven't heard from. Tebow, if you're out there still paying attention, let me know. And I'll tag you in the chat as well, just in case. One of those guys that doesn't say much in the chat, but watches. He's easy to make, though, so it's not a huge deal. One of these characters, wow, Bob Belcher.
At this point, it might be too much for him to recover.
I never really put any thought into what was on the line here other than the faction points, and there are a lot of them, but future considerations for sure. Look at HR hanging around still. He came around the halfway mark. It's true. Dr. V gonna drag Tebow, finish him off with a super kick. Down to 4. Oh, Dr. V finishes it off. Wow. Yep. It's not good. Oh, come on. Get in there. Get in, you idiot.
This is ridiculous. This is insulting. This is entertaining.
Okay.
Could very well get
Who knows what side Bob Belcher's on. But we've got a militia, a deleter, and a nicety in there. Somebody looking for 3 points.
belly to back suplex into the neck breaker.
Nasty looking. What's happening here?
I only hear you on the stream.
Well, Tough Stuff Wrestling says we can only hear me on the stream. Are you not on the stream?
Looking for elimination here.
Not on the stream. Yeah, you're not there. Well, I must have sounded like a crazy person there for a little bit. And we are down to 2. Who took out HR? Damn.
Come on, Dr.
This is the
Volcano.
moment these two have been dreaming about, but only one of
Thank
them.
God would have been pissed if HR won roll.
Volcano? Bob? Oh, okay.
Clothesline.
Niceties again. Wow. But the leaders need these points badly. And there's the mist.
The mist are blind.
Oh my goodness.
Live, Volcano.
Oh, it was Volcano? Oh my goodness. So now, last week Buzzsaw won the Royal Rumble. This week Dr. Volcano wins the Royal Rumble. That's crazy.
So many other superstars, they have punched their ticket to the main event.
Staggering. Following each other around the Rumble. That's how it all started. And it's all going to... Oh, man, we should have made our big final match just an over-the-top rope.
But they still made it through in one piece.
That would be ridiculous and kind of amazing. But that's not a proper way to end that feud. But next time we do a sneak peek show or one of those, I want to do that match.
You love you, Dr. Volcano.
Everyone loves the good doctor. Let's get a look here. Arai and the Ultimate taking on the team of Art the Clown and Elvira. We didn't hear from our friends Arai and the Ultimate yet. Hopefully they're well.
Now this is a team I never expected.
Did you get back into the chat, or do we know? Can you guys hear the block out there? I don't even know what steps to take.
She knows what she's gotten into teaming up with him.
She's gotten
Are
into
you?
the beginning of a beautiful relationship, Saxton. Her stock's gone way up just by being in his company. I think she's coming across a turning point in her career.
Well, all right. Here they are. The Elite put on an okay show in the mixed match tournament. The mixed titles are going to be on the line at Lucky 13 as Angelo King and Selena Snow take on the team of Hunter S. Mustache and the Spectre.
Oh, I really hope that is just a cosplay of. I might be missing a wizard and a queen soon. I only hear you, James.
Okay.
Can't hear that block at all.
Yeah, now people are saying they can't hear you on the stream.
The value of respect. At every show, this one asks me how my day is going and even compliments my suit.
Wow, a goody two-shoes and a liar. What a terrible person.
I mean, I can hear you, but nobody's saying they can hear you in the chat just yet. I'm not sure how to remedy this.
Already reaching a fever pitch upon their arrival.
I didn't know he was even on stream low.
Oh my God.
Check the plugs.
Yeah. Okay. Should I send the party invite again? I feel like that might do it. Okay. All right. Well, okay. Let's see if I can do this on the fly. I don't know what the people watching are going to see. Hopefully just the show. I'll leave this party. Hopefully I'm not impeding your screen, friends, but we want to get our friend to block back. Now it's paused. Start party.
I just thought you were talking to your different personalities, Bookerman.
That's fair. Okay, I have invited to block back, started the share play, and we'll see
No
if that
sweat.
fixes things.
Oh, this is a real treat, guys.
Here we go. Now can you guys hear the block?
There he goes, right into the corner. Oh my goodness.
There's the jumping knee drop. So precise.
Yeah, I didn't see anything yet.
Now that'll do some serious damage.
Not yet.
He saw that one coming.
Dang.
Negative.
All right.
Countered it just in time.
No.
Oh, driving the elbow.
Double check mine. Just make sure. I can't do anything other than pause and stop. So. Dang. No, he is. He's in the party. It just something's muted him for the stream, and I'm not sure how to fix it. Meanwhile, in the ring, Art the Clown gets slammed by the Ultimate, and I enjoyed the mixed tag tournament that we did. I thought it was pretty fun, and nothing went on way too long, like it sometimes can.
This match grinded him down a little.
Sent into the corner. Uh-oh.
And he's able to counter.
Two-handed choke slam.
I just don't know why your settings would have changed. It's... Oh, okay. Oh, that could be why.
Grabbing the arm. STO.
Yeah, there were so many steps.
Done. Seated suplex.
Arai mixing it up with Elvira. Those two hate each other. Elvira picked up the win last time they met one-on-one, and then dusted her boots off on our friend Arai. Now Elvira's up on the top.
No matter who you are, when you crash on the floor,
Distracted by Art the Clown, maybe.
A defensive elbow to the gut ends that.
Russian leg sweep. Not done there.
These will keep you down. Practically never-ending blows.
Where is her money? I can just steal all the Block's good lines.
Doing well for me lately.
Uses an elbow to disrupt that attack.
Back straight into the post on the outside.
Right to the post, the man says. 9. Just gets in there in the nick of time.
Second away from a countout, guys.
She's on unsteady legs.
Now I just got to do commentary with Byron Saxton. Oh my God.
Crushing impact. Things taking a turn for her now.
Definitely. Nasty looking move.
Thinks she has it.
Elvira hooks the leg. Is it enough? It is not. Ultimate didn't get in there, though, to try to break it up. I guess he was confident.
Up to the second row.
Yeah, it is. DeBlock's pointing out that it's awkward. What do you want to do here? Like, what can we... All right. I just don't know how to fix it without... I mean, I guess we could end the stream and try and set it all up again.
Uh-oh, double underhook. This is going to be nasty.
With a Tiger Driver 98.
His eyes are fixated. He's looking to end this.
Ultimate, I mean.
Uh-oh, here it is.
Stop.
The block is singing my praises on the in my ear, and only in my ear, and he's going to bow out and join us via the chat. So, and we'll hook up with him again next week.
Which means it's now time for the
best cooker in the business.
Big clothesline.
All right, sounds good.
This can't bode well.
Hey, you too.
That might have put the exclamation point on this one. Try and end it.
Okay. Sorry about that, friends. That must have been odd if it was like that from the start of the episode. Bizarre.
I was enjoying not hearing you.
DMP talking some sauce. Tough stuff confirming my greatest fear that I was awkward in a live stream. It's not my fear at all. It happens weekly here at Me and the Boys Wrestling. But now I know that I have to fill the time, you know, and I won't expect answers in my ear. Like, oh my God, did you see how high Elvira got into the air? Right. Wonky. Wonky. But it's okay. If you,
I agree with Dog Lock.
Taking a Canadian stance, not wanting to get involved. Ultimate going for a pin here. Elvira not bothering. It seems like maybe they tweaked it. We've definitely had some scenarios over the seasons with these games where, actually we saw it just this last week. There was a a 3-on-3 TLC match that just would never end. One person touched the briefcase. Nobody even activated the minigame. The match went on for like 25 minutes. It was crazy. And then we just had to call it. But that's what used to happen in these mixed tags. The partner would always break up the pin and they would just go on and on forever. But it seems like lately the partner just won't come, or they'll just kind of give up. Elvira with a drop toe hold and then walks across the back of Arai with those heels on.
She was clearly waiting for that.
She get nasty in there. And we're going to see who's going to pick up a couple of points here.
And now she delivers her back into the ring.
Well, 3 points. I'll be clear. 3 points, because it's a 4-person situation. The scores are very close coming into tonight. The niceties, though, on the back of that Royal Rumble effort have really closed the gap. And coming into this episode, the Elite, the Militia, NXG, HRS, the Niceties, the Quebecers, the Purifiers, the Leaders, in that order. I'm not going to share the points because that's how I get you to watch Alan and Irene. That's also where we do the Only Heels post of the week, which is going to have consequences at Lucky 13 and all around in Me and the Boys Wrestling. We're going to see King Frenchie 2 Belts defend the Only Heels title in a 4-way match, and the first announced opponent, Sweet Scott Nash. The second opponent and the third opponent and the fourth will be announced and will be determined by the post of the week in the Only Heels Facebook group. So if you want to get involved in that division, it's kind of outside of canon. and only available to people who join the group. It's a whole, pyramid scheme. Attaboy. You should watch Alan and Irene. They make a lot of mistakes, and often it's hilarious. And hey, when they get it right, it's amazing. They don't watch that closely. Art the Clown double underhook and just drops the man on his neck hard. Drives his own chin into his own neck piece.
What are you guys thinking? Obviously not about the ref's count, Cole.
Now he's going to drag him. Yeah, nobody's too concerned about the ref's count.
What am I fighting for?
You're fighting for the Only Heels Championship at Lucky 13 because you had Post of the Week last week with your the anime versions of all the Me and the Boys characters. It had the most likes, and yeah.
It's hard to believe, but it looks like he still has some
And you could
gas
end up
in
in the
the tank.
tag title picture if you win your match tonight against the Quebecers, the Midnight Outsiders versus the Quebecers, coming up in a little bit here. Could be next. But first, we got to get through this mixed tag match as Arai pops Elvira and then hits her with one of those, the old whirly bird.
First seeds title incoming.
Could be. Anybody can win those four-way matches. Lucky 13 is going to be a lot of fun. We got a lot of things announced, a lot of balls still up in the air. And next week's going to be fun. I'm going to keep probably 4 or 5 slots because there's some fun things I want to do. Just because it's the go-home show before Lucky 13. We're going to see a casket match. Connor Lachlan versus Cameron Taylor, and the history between those two is crazy. Go back and watch if you're not caught up. It all unfolded this season, and they're going to go for it in a casket match for the title, and then waiting to take on the winner of that match. On 2K25 will be DeBlock, who earned a title shot by beating the Jobberwocky. We're also going to see Big Daddy Cole take on the final boss, the Great Puma. We're going to see, we don't know yet who's taking on the tag champs, and we don't even know who the tag champs are going to be. But whoever wins tonight between the Splash Brothers and Frenchie and RJ the Terrible is going to take on the winner of a triple threat match that we don't even know who all the combatants are in that yet, so I'm getting ahead of myself.
And now the tag resets the action as the men get set to do battle.
We're going to see all the titles defended. It's going to be a happening.
He tags out.
Making the tag while he's got Art the Clown in a bad spot. It's a weird move. And it costs the team as Elvira hits a big kick right in the side of the head. Ultimate's in there. Not going to break it up at all. Just stands there like an idiot. Why would he do that?
And this mixed tag team proves to be a very effective
Points for the Deleters. Art the Clown and Elvira, what a pairing they are. They'd fit right in on Pop Culture Punch-Out, which you can catch typically on a Tuesday. We've taken the last couple weeks off because my co-host's been on vacation.
Idiot. Splash Bros will win. That's not a prediction. That's a spoiler.
Ooh.
Got in the way. Crap.
The chat going bonkers with the results there. Splash Brothers claiming they're going to make impact. We shall see. Here we go. In just his second match, the final boss, the Great Puma, takes on Holden Rhodes, ready to dole out Vitamin Slap. Now, the Great Puma, his reputation got here before he did, and I'd heard stories of this guy that was undefeated for so long. And he's here at Me and the Boys Wrestling. Got into it with our friend Holden Rhodes, who returned and just started slapping people around in the chat. Great Puma didn't like that too much. The challenge was made, and this is going to be Puma rules. Crowd weighing in on what happened with Orion in that last man.
Now this is the one competitor I can really get behind. Look how humble and earnest they are.
What a contest this is.
You need to get your eyes checked.
A legend here. Me and the Boys Wrestling mixing it up with a legend from other territories, and I don't know what to make of it. I don't know what's going to happen, but it's a good measuring stick
He has a big match ahead of him. Gonna need a
for both fellas, really. We'll see if Holden Rhodes can shake off any of that ring rust that he may or may not have. We're going to see him later. He got double booked too by necessity because we got to get that tournament.
Puma gonna slap Holden with something.
The chat firmly behind the great Puma. And, oh wow. The security detail banging on the door. And of course, the crowd going to be behind Puma because Holden Rhodes is Holden Rhodes.
Remember I beat Holden. Never forget that.
He did. Sweet
Simple
Scott Nash
topical
took him
criminal
down.
address ring rust.
Tough Stuff Wrestling with some advice.
And his opponent, from parts unknown, weighing in at 270 pounds, the final Rusty.
I beat Holden in like 20 seconds of the only heels title this season.
Highly anticipated matchup. The competitors in this one have been waiting all day.
That was Holden
to
the
get their hands
Horrible,
on each
though.
other.
That wasn't Holden Rhodes. That was a different beast. That's a different animal. He's actually an entirely new caw. But, I mean, you did beat him. Holden Rhodes, one of those guys that never really goes away. We just kind of...
Holden is a has-been.
Oh, wow. Cameron Taylor firing out some strong sentiment in the chat for Holden Rhodes. We're also going to see Gale later. I used to call them the Step Brothers, even though they weren't. It just bothered them. Holden actually came up with the name for the Only Heels group.
His superstar loves a challenge, and he finds
He wanted to make up a logo that looked like the OnlyFans logo.
Stand up to anyone in this locker room, which sometimes gets him into trouble, but it's definitely one of his more admirable.
This is Puma rules, so there's no submissions.
challenger no matter what.
Like you can use submissions, but you can't win by submission. And there's also a 20 count ring out. So, and then pin only. Man's very focused.
Contribution to society.
Very focused on preserving the respect of the business. A purist of sorts.
Oh my goodness.
And somebody's got to do it.
That is just insulting.
Jacks the jaw. Kick to the face, and it's been all the final boss so far.
And he kicks out at 2. Just barely, but it counts.
We're only 1 minute in, and I wouldn't have been shocked if he'd have got him just there. Oh, knocks him to the outside. Oh, wow. The sliding splash.
Just going for it all and landing a direct hit.
DDT on the hard cement. Holden no-sells it right back up.
And now gets tossed into the
Puma
ring.
going to toss this man back into the ring.
Let him have this moment.
Rey Mysterio move.
Irish whip. Holden jumps over top of the spear attempt. Now he's going to try and stop the bleeding here.
Suplex.
Nice looking suplex.
Very measured elbow drop.
He's got to know he's
Now, the manager of the Great Puma sent me a clip today of one of the bloodiest digital wrestling matches I've ever seen. It's Vitamin Slap. Is it enough? Oh, out of nowhere, Holden Rhodes fires out that huge show-high slap.
That was too close for comfort. I've lost count of how many times this match
And of course, we're going to call it the Vitamin Slap.
He skirts around.
Holden Rhodes' entrance theme is made. I just got to do the video editing, and I'm going to try and get some of those done after this episode is done.
That is just
I should be able to get a couple done tonight.
his way. He somehow has
I'm
to
excited for that. And I will try later with DMP's entrance. We'll try it and we'll see if you can hear it or not if I play it off my phone. With any luck you can. Puma looking for a pin now. Holden Rhodes back in control until just then, but he kicks out at 2. And this match is back to even almost. Well, not in power bar wise, but you know, they've both had the momentum here.
He's struggling a bit here.
Each man with a finisher stored. Puma with a kick. Goes to work on the hands. That's his slapping hand. Kick to the face. Oh my God, picks him up by the head. One hops the ropes. Stomp. Wow. Going for a pin. Is it enough? Ooh, 2.75. Holden Rhodes kicks out.
I don't know how someone kicks out of that. I don't know how you can still be standing.
And it is again a deadlift by the head and just slams him down. Puma showing signs of frustration, maybe? Goes for a double kick, but he misses. Holden Rhodes follows him up with a clothesline. Now he's going to drag him somewhere for no reason. Lock up, Irish whip into the corner, and then the spear into the corner. Oh, wow. Insult to injury as Holden Rhodes slaps the taste out of the mouth of the great Puma and beats him. Oh my God. What does this mean? Holden Rhodes with a victory over the final boss. Wow.
He was as on top of things as he could possibly be here tonight. And look how
Holden Rhodes puts the Purifiers on the board here tonight. Picks up a valuable point, and I'm stunned.
How about that?
I am absolutely stunned. Here we go. The Midnight Outsiders taking on their mystery opponents who were revealed immediately as the Quebecers, Jacques Rougeau and Pierre.
What an upset.
Somebody. Definitely an upset. Craziness. And that's maybe going to be a problem in the chat, in that we're not going to hear the end of it.
Look who's here!
Holden slapped him so hard his offspring will feel it. Face with crossed out eyes.
Vitamin slap ends up doing the job. Wow.
Traitors, imposters.
Here come the Midnight Outsiders, who I will remind everybody are not the official Midnight Outsiders because I made these guys in a hurry and I didn't want to spend a whole lot of time because 2K24 is only going to be good for another week or two.
You know it.
So.
He lied and said he beat me, so imagine what he'll do after this.
The man is delusional. I've said it for years. The man is delusional. The man was on a losing streak for like 3 months and kept yelling undisputed, undefeated, and nobody knew why. Then he just started slapping people. He doesn't care. He doesn't care about titles or wins or win-loss record. He just came here to slap people. So a real contrast of styles for him to mix it up with a purist like the Great Puma. And we'll see. We'll see what happens. It's interesting. Meanwhile, the Midnight Outsiders are going to do battle with the real Quebecers. Jacques and Pierre.
7 months winning streak of Puma 2.
That's true. He may claim he was undefeated for 7 months as well.
Let's go unofficial Midnight Outsiders.
Yeah, I just feel the need to qualify that they aren't, somebody's cause. Those are basically placeholders till we get to 2K25. And Sweet Scott Nash in 2K25 is actually on a tear. He picked up massive points last week for NXG. And yeah, it was crazy. That's why I was more inclined to like when the man was asking to get into tag title contention. I said, yeah, let me see what I can do. I wanted to do the mystery team.
Official scab labor kibicers.
And Frenchie said, "Can you get the Quebecers?" I said, let me make some calls. I follow Jacques Rougeau on Facebook. And here we are, a week later. I knew immediately when he said it, though, I wanted them to be a mystery team. And I said at the end of the tag team tournament episode, right at the very end, I left in the chat, it's going to be Magic Mania versus the Jungle Boys versus question marks. And that team was going to be the Quebecers. But since Sweet Scott Nash did really, really well and he's been lighting it up lately, I wanted to do something for the Midnight Outsiders. So now you guys can earn your way in to a number one contenders match. And I feel good about that. We're all about the shot at a shot here. It's the land of opportunity. Oh my goodness. 3X tornado tag match. This match might not go very long. Styles Nash. Going for a pin already. Ooh. You don't typically use the super finishers, but when it's a tornado situation, I feel like it lessens the odds that there'll be a squash. Referee well out of position as Kevin Hall looks for a pin. Meanwhile, Pierre with the spinning sit-out powerbomb to Sweet Scott Nash. Referee again, though, playing it even, I guess, down the middle. Nowhere to be seen. Rougeau going for a pin. Again, the referee horribly out of place. This referee's got his work cut out for him. There it is again, a second Styles Nash. Well, it looks like Big Daddy Sexy Kevin Hall looking for that jackknife powerbomb. Oh my God, 2.75. The referee is... What was it called in football practice when you run? The referee's running Arizona's out here. There's one Quebecer already eliminated. Can he come back from a 2-on-1 situation? Not like that. And now it's a numbers game, and it's only a matter of time. How long can Quebecer Pierre last 2-on-1 with the likes of the Midnight Outsiders? Friends, be sure to check out the channel sponsor, www.420dna.com, because if it's in you, it should be on you, just like it's on me at all times. Min was just at the 420 Expos over the weekend. This one's over. Once one man goes down, it's all but a guarantee. But yeah, be sure to check that out, that website, www.420dna.com. He's got a thing on there now where you can actually customize your 420 DNA gear. You can pick between different colors and logos, and that's new. So if you haven't been to the website in a while, go back and check it out for all your subtle 420 apparel needs. Up next, Mr. Tyrell, a.k.a. HR, takes on King Slick. In just a good old-fashioned one-on-one, the man put out an open challenge. And, I mean, don't make the call if you don't want it to be answered. King Slick comes knocking at the door. It's never good. I had a battle last week, actually, on Raise the Bar over in that territory. POE fought King Slick, and it did not go well for me. I was calling for HR, it's true. Even though I brought a bat to the ring. I took a lot of flack, but that's okay. Because here's the thing. When you're a top heel, you have to be willing to look bad sometimes. Here he comes, Mr. Tyrell, HR himself, coming through the flames. There was also a lot of talk from King Slick about how HR had a similar moveset to him. So we'll see what we can settle here. And if that's true and there's an actual issue, I can have a look and I can adjust the moveset so you guys can, you know. That's right. It's not go home heat. Look at that boa. Pyro's still going off. He don't even look back at it. He doesn't care. But yeah, friends, be sure to check out Raise the Bar Wrestling. Oh. Cameron Taylor busting rhymes. Check out se11ep Hip Hop on YouTube. And follow Nightlight. Check out the BWE. Remind me what BWE stands for, because all the acronyms are escaping me today. But definitely, that man who left that comment, Nightlight, I believe it is pronounced, I hope. Subscribe over there and check out the BWE. Everybody's got their own methods, and every league is different. I'm starting to realize that. It wasn't that long ago I thought we were the only league out there.
Battleborn Wrestling Elite on my channel.
Battleborn Wrestling Elite. Friends, check it out. It's a different vibe over there. Very different. I like the... it's very dark in the arena.
Oh, yeah.
It's unique. I haven't seen that before. It's good. It makes you feel like you're at the club almost, and they've set up a ring, and you're just having drinks while somebody's getting their head kicked in. Here comes King Slick. Now, I did notice one problem on 2K25 in that way too many of the characters on our roster have the that Aleister Black get wheeled in like a psycho entrance. So I got to adjust that. We're gonna leave that for King Slick and everybody else that's got it, which I think are all my guys or pop culture guys. We'll rectify that. I don't like it. I don't want to see it 3 and 4 times an episode, and I don't want to skip anybody's entrance either, so we'll nip that in the bud. Yeah. Man, that'll work out nice for 2K25 because you've got the underground arena, and certainly people are going to. Oh dear. Certainly, people will take that the template for the underground and do some cool stuff with it. That's something I should check. I haven't looked at downloading any arenas. And I guess when you put your show together in Rock Universe mode, you only get the assigned arena anyway, so it wouldn't really matter. But it'd be cool to check out some of the other ones. Somebody made the supermarket where Booker T fought Stone Cold during the invasion angle. I'd like to see a match there. HR with an angle slam.
Always focused and ready to go out there and compete. That preparation is the type of thing that
what would HR call the angle slam? Uh-oh. When that move connects, it's pretty. When it doesn't, it's ridiculous. King Slick going to try and stop the bleeding here by slamming the man down hard onto his neck. Nice.
In Universe you get your show arena and you can also use custom arenas for your PLEs.
Oh, nice. The first thing I did when I started up the universe for 2K25 was shut off everything that wasn't a Monday Me and the Boys Wrestling episode, because I didn't like how there were times I'd set up the card and then I like to use the rivalry actions. A lot of promoters don't, but we use them a lot when it's not faction wars and things don't matter so much. And on your PLEs, it won't let you use all the same rivalry actions. And it would always happen when I needed like a tag team to break up or whatever. I'd be on a pay-per-view week and it wouldn't work. So the first thing I did was take them all out. But that's good to know. Like, it's worth adding a show just to see a different arena maybe. The difference in the arena for me and the boys between 24 and 25 is also staggering. Those custom images make such a difference. Like, this arena looks like trash compared to the 2K25 arena. And it's not bad, it just, when you get the official logo and branding on there, oh my god, it's like the chef's kiss. I'm also really proud of the... Yeah. You do it at that high school gym you were talking about. King Slick climbing up to the top rope. Pointing the finger guns at HR, and you don't want to do that. That's how you end up dragged into the office.
I like the 2K25 arena.
Yeah, it's so much better. I don't know why I never figured out custom images for 2K24. Once I did it the first time and saw how easy it is. Oh my god! King Slick overshoots the dive. The block undershoots the dive. Sorry, HR undershoots the dive. The step-up kick. High risk, high reward, but no rewards here. There's a power bomb on the hard cement. Crowd going crazy in the front row as the referee's got the count on. Friends, I hope you're all well. Please like, share, subscribe, do all the social media things because it helps immensely and it's free. If you want to be notified whenever I go live, which has been very sporadic and random lately, and that will likely taper off with summer coming and show season is coming up and all of that. So, but be sure to cross-body block the notification button so you know when I go live. And you can stay completely up to date with all the house shows and sneak peeks and all the stuff. I'm very excited to get into 2K25. And to be honest, kind of be done with 2K24. Oh my god, he tapped! Or maybe he passed out. I didn't see him tap. I think he passed out. Ooh. Wow.
You've got to feel pretty good about yourself.
Crazy.
The action we just witnessed was really something else. This is one I won't forget for a long time.
0.4 NXG.
He got lucky.
Ooh. Man's going to get called into the office on Monday morning. There's going to be sanctions.
King Slick offers HR to darkness.
Wow. Slip into darkness.
On the mat.
Oh. Just an unsettling feeling here. King Slick is a nasty, nasty man. Up next, we continue in the War Games tournament. We are in the semifinals. I'm going to turn the entrances off because they don't actually enter. It just tells you all the rules for War Games, and it takes 3 minutes for no reason. So we'll just power forward. We've got the militia.
Expose the North. It didn't look like he got lucky. It looks like you passed out.
Hey, potato. War Games, the Purifiers taking on the militia, and we've got the Insanity Effect, the block and DUI, teamed up with the Best Friends to take on Holden and Gale, and Team 420, Brent and Cody Harris. And look at this, a rivalry renewed, Holden Rhodes into block, starting it off. Now, these guys once rap battled in the chat for 3 days straight.
Oh dear, this doesn't look good. That's a free fall.
Potato, tomato, passed out, got lucky. It's all very similar, depending on your level of heelishness. Irish whip, the block with a power slam. And let's not forget, Holden Rhodes already fought once tonight. Took down the Great Puma. Nobody saw that coming.
He takes control. Headlock applied, and a nice
I look forward to hearing from the representatives
sliding into
of the Great Puma and the Great Puma himself.
He eludes the contact. A stalemate of counters.
It felt too like the lights went out quick as soon as King Slick got that hold on. It came out of nowhere and it was fast. So you have to scout that tape. Nasty power bomb.
And now he looks to slap 4 more individuals in War Games. These matches would be great to watch on my big TV. We will talk about it when I see you.
Sounds good. We gotta get that TV hooked up to the YouTube. We can make that happen. Looks like the militia are gonna get that random advantage here and have the 2-on-1 situation. Oh my God. I can't remember what he calls that one. Oh. Nasty looking Uranagi. DUI looks on. Doesn't even need to get involved. Until now. And then he immediately gets involved. Scoops up Holden Rhodes. Snake eyes in that corner on the turnbuckle. Irish whip. Holden Rhodes off to the other side of the ring.
Forcefully delivered. Going right after the neck.
Neck breaker. Cody Harris coming in next.
Holden looking vitamin deficient after the toss.
New entrant about to come in and not a moment too soon. And he's just been tossed aside into a new terrain.
Yeah, Holden Rhodes is getting his head kicked in here. There it is. Vitamin slap.
And with the next combatant on their way, it looks like things are close to.
He crumpled the block with that slap. How is he doing that? I do have, I may have said this already. I have Holden's theme done, and it's really good. Cody Harris, submission specialist, making his way into the ring now. He clobbers the block. The block and Cody Harris have had some battles as well. They went 3 stages of hell.
Counter-proof DUI stands for 3 letters: dumb, underwhelming, inexperienced.
Wow.
Can't be better than mine.
Slam. Impressive.
You can check out our friend DUI at xrpradio.co.uk and the show Hosting Under Insanity. Saturdays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Things have evened up here. Cody Harris evens the odds, if only temporarily. Feuds reunited here in War Games, and that's why it's fun. Anytime we can get lots and lots of guys in there, it's beneficial. Everybody's involved. And it's a car wreck.
Already beat him for the world title. Cameron don't think that Bud Connor been on a disrespectful kick lately.
The War Games wall. He's got something in mind.
Connor doesn't care. Man sided with the top heel over here and King Frenchie. King Frenchie knighted the man. He's now Sir Connor, and they're running around like King Arthur's court. DUI drops a massive elbow on Holden Rhodes in the middle of the ring as Honky Tonk Chris starts tossing cash and prizes into the ring. Spinning sit-out power bomb to Cody Harris as DUI just stands over a lifeless Holden Rhodes. The action fast and furious here in War Games. The winner here going to pick up 5 big points for the squad. And the Purifiers need it badly. Desperately trying to claw their way back in this, but it's very possible that it's too late. Honky Tonk Chris trying to set up a table, but he gets interrupted. That's where that advantage is so handy. You just have your third guy set up tables. Make sure that guy doesn't get up. I'm going to climb up here. Oh my God. DUI trying to smash the man, but he misses. Tough Stuff Wrestling calling for the monarchy to be abolished. Wow. King of the Ring used to be fun. It's Sorry, Monarch Madness. Marcho Mania. Marcho Madness. Marcho Madness was running wild.
You could never even hang on to fingers.
Oh, wow. Connor and Fingers going back and forth now. The place where it all began here. It all started to go sideways as the block smashes Holden Rhodes with a kendo stick. DUI interrupts Brent with the garbage can. Here he comes, though. The founder of 420 DNA. One half of Team 420, the first ever Me and the Boys Tag Team Champions. Cody Harris just tossing whatever he can find right in the face of DUI. Honky Tonk Chris going after Holden Rhodes. Massive clothesline. Brent going to work with the garbage can, but DUI reverses. Chris got a kendo stick, swinging it at anything that moves. He broke it. Oh, wow. This is chaos here. The militia going to have an advantage for a little bit as we wait for Gale to make his way to the ring. Somebody's tapping out. Looks like Holden Rhodes.
I had 5 other guys to worry about. You got one. Let's see what you can do. Connor, let's clear the air for everybody tuning in. No. It was not an accident when I had butt fingers during the massive backstage brawl.
Wow. Connor clearing the air. A man who never spoke until recently. Now letting everybody know very clearly that what he did to Fingers in that backstage brawl that went down was on purpose. Wow. Man saw his opportunity to headbutt a guy he didn't like, and he took it. Oh my God. Honky Tonk Chris with a spinning corkscrew senton. The block pulls out a German and then a ripcord clothesline. Zippe got the crippler crossface on Cody Harris. Where'd he pull that from? There's a cleft collider. I don't know what else to call it. Was that the block party? DUI up on the second rope. He's going to measure Brent, the founder. Brent dodges. Zippe's got a sledgehammer. It's craziness in there. It's mania. Gale looking under the ring. He's got a kendo stick. The party stopper. Okay. Wow. Very heated in the chat, as always. Former teammates here. DeBlock and I were talking off air about how crazy this Faction Wars has been compared to other seasons. And how we're finishing with teams that we didn't start with. And that's pretty crazy. What's this? That and $2 gets you to the Civic Center. Woo. A tombstone pile driver. Holden and Gale are both laid out in the middle of the ring. Nobody going for a pin. Like, they don't want this match to end. What is happening? Brent is down. DUI with evil intentions. Zippe's down. The block's down. DUI looking for the F sharp, but Brent slides down the back. You better keep an eye on Cody Harris because he's going to throw the sharpshooter on somebody, and this is going to be over quick. The block like he heard me. And there's a bulldog from Gale. Got that old school fighting style. Brent going for a pin. The block there to break it up.
So many people letting him down. Like when Fingers lost the tag match for them.
Ooh. Chat lady's got her work cut out for her tonight, friends. The voice of the people. There's an Irish whip in the right hand ring. We got a 1-on-1 and then a 3-on-3. se11ep going for a pin here. Is it enough? Isolates a man. Picks up the victory. The militia pick up 5 big points, and they need it. They've picked up nothing so far tonight until then. And that just put them right back into the mix for this episode.
Go back and watch the match.
Here in the WWE, and they passed
Ooh.
it with flying colors.
Damn it.
Yeah, DMP watching that one very closely. Needed the militia to fall behind in points. Man's got his eye on the scoreboard at all times. And you have to. He led for 10 weeks.
Wow.
We got a ladies championship match as Mishi tries to regain the title that she lost to Sweet Death. And there was some controversy that went down wherein the referee didn't count a submission, a tap out that would have evened the score. So it wasn't a clear victor, although Sweet Death has gotten the better of Mishi. There's no denying that. Driven Mishi to the brink, to the edge. We're going to settle it here.
Fucking go Sweet Death. With an understaffed makeshift team, admit it.
Miles Payne has entered the chat. Wow, we haven't heard from him yet. The Payne brothers taking care of business on 2K25. They actually kind of caused an issue where I was trying to do a number 1 contenders type thing to fill out the 2K24 Lucky 13 card, and the Payne brothers ended up winning, and I don't have them on 24, so it caused an issue. It'll be fine, but yeah, it was good. It was a good problem. I also have a theme song for the Payne brothers. I'll try and get that uploaded later, and I really like it. It fits in with
Hopefully Musty the Magnificent don't cry for a rematch.
oh my god. Now they're turning on Mishi. Former crowd favorite, now top heel. As it all went south for the Quebecers. The ways of sportsmanship long gone, driven to the edge. Driven to change their ways by the NXG. Crazy. Was the NXG killer, but was he in the end? Frenchie going to go one-on-one with Torch at Lucky 13. And there's been a lot of talk about... That's correct. That's absolutely correct. A lot of talk about feud of the year, and here's where I put it, and I know it's a bit of a cop-out, but Frenchie versus NXG as a whole is my pick for feud of the year.
Always gonna show out and show off, cause that's what we do. If there's a T.
Absolutely. I'm excited for the tag division on 2K25. We got lots of Dynamite tag teams. We got returning favorites. We got new teams. It's going to be a blasty blast. And tag team wrestling sort of comes and goes. It sort of fizzles out for a bit and then kind of comes back around. And then you're like, oh, you know what? I got like 8 really solid tag teams that like look the same and they're a dedicated tag team. You know, it's not just 2 guys kind of slapped together.
There truly is none better in all of WWE right now.
This title defense begins, and it really is lonely at the top, wouldn't you say? Once you're at the
Big clothesline to start it off, and Mishi is down early, and it's moves like that, knee to the side of the temple, that are going to cause a lot of problems in this match.
Catches the kick, dragon screw.
I really wanted it to be a ladder because it's very definitive. Like, you go up, you get it, and come down with it. That's the only way to win here. There's not going to be any more shenanigans. This would have been a good match to have at Lucky 13, but I didn't want to wait that long. Plus, we've got Arai waiting. Arai going to take on the winner of this match for the ladies' women's championship. Oh my god. Sweet Death risks it all and misses.
Right now it's Sweet Death time and she gon' make it rain, make it rain, make it motherfucking rain.
Throwing down punches and counters out.
In the Pain Brothers theme song, Jackson has a solo part where he sings. I was really hoping he's the one that dances and is musically inclined. But if not, it's kind of funny that he has his own singing part where, like, you finally get him to crack. I'm excited. I'm excited for everybody to hear it. And specifically, Nightlight, subscribe to that channel, and C13 Hip Hop. Check out Raise the Bar Wrestling. Check out BWE Wrestling on the Nightlight channel.
My interns reporting that Gordy and Dennis have already sent a bucket of champagne to Sweet Death's room backstage.
Oh, wow.
Jackson dances and Miles is the painmaker low.
Okay, that's perfect, so Jackson can have the singing part. It's subtle, it's not a big deal. I'll try to get that uploaded later. What do we got here? Too much. My interns are reporting that Gordy and Dennis have already sent a bucket of champagne to Sweet Death's room backstage. The Glowing Hearts have sent champagne to Sweet Death's room? Oh my God.
Superstar need to do in order to be victorious in a TLC match.
They have to be creative.
The ladder is set up. Sweet Death gonna scamper up, but oh my God. She gets the belt, activates the mini game. Mishi you gotta do something. She got 2 balls in. Mishi with some gut checks. Sweet Death up on top of that ladder doing some nasty business. Oh my God. Code breaker off the top of the ladder and kind of on a table. Sweet Death opting not to finish this match off. And that's a mistake. She had all the time in the world right here to climb that ladder. She got to put that ball in 3 more times. Leave with her title and be done with this feud. And the same for Mishi. Oh no. Hammers are into the ladder. Mishi gonna climb. Sweet Death a bit quicker than Mishi, and maybe that's why she's had the edge for the better part of this feud. Wow. Couple stiff shots. She knocks her off. Mishi's not going to go for the case. Instead, high risk. Double axe handle off the top of the ladder. Wow. Now she's going to go for it. Crowd chants, "This is awesome." Mishi, 2 more balls to go. 1 more ball to go. She got it. Oh my God, we're never going to hear the end of this. Mishi has regained the ladies' championship.
Here is your winner, and new women's pro wrestling
I don't know what to say. Nonetheless, Mishi regains the ladies' championship. These two have gone back and forth and back and forth. Wow.
This is why I said we need a February 3rd Falls match.
The chat lady just called it a February 3rd Falls match. And that's hilarious.
Pretty well its points in XG doesn't he get.
Wow. Point for the Quebecers, who have yet to score any points here so far. Now, let's get this going. Before we start, let's clarify how the betting rules work. You are able to wager points up to 10 points, just to keep the math, cool and easy. DMP has bet 10 points.
I hope you lose, DMP.
Gail has bet 10 points. So basically what's happened, each team is going to lose 10 points. We're going to put that 20 points into the pot, and the winner's going to leave with the pot. So I'm not just pulling points from out of nowhere or anything like that. Let's get the wheels in motion. I just wanted to clarify that. Everybody can do that as long as both teams are in agreement. Throw it all away or go for the jugular. 1-on-1, Gail versus DMP, a regular match with all the fellas at ringside, because why not? Let's go.
So you're either down 10 or up 10 after the match.
Yes.
And here comes one of my favorites.
performance.
Gail rocking it with the fellas, the new purifiers. After Ryan Kai, unreachable. We cut those other fellas. We're going to see some of these guys next week. Some of these guys that started the season with us but have been nowhere to be found. We're going to cut them loose. Wish them well in their future endeavors. And that's how it's going to be. That's how it has to be. Friends, if you're so inclined and enjoy a good punk cover band, check out the Rattlesnakes from the UK. Gail is part of that band. You can search them up. They got a Facebook page. Be sure to do those things. DMP going to step into the ring eventually.
Yeah, now we're talking.
Let's try it.
And his opponent, representing the corporation from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing in at 300.
I hope he does it during his entrance.
Criminal on the loose. Give me my phone. Put your phone away, Corey. What could possibly be wrong with this competitor? They fight too hard. They're all
Time.
You're crazy. Those are all good things.
You're crazy. He says it's all about dominance and plans on showing why everyone backstage should be scared.
He's the reason you can't just dream. Remember the night that the gingerbread came, sugar and terror in a candy cane flame. Tough chaos and paid the war. Fast notes and play one more. So wild, baby.
I don't know how well that sounded or if it worked. I kind of positioned it a couple of different ways, and I made a mental note of where it was. Maybe it's a useless idea. Maybe it has legs. I don't know. We'll have to watch it back and decide. But either way, you can check out DMP's new entrance music, along with the entrance for his solo entrance, on the channel in the videos section. And I created a playlist specifically for me and the boys wrestling entrances, and I'm excited. So even if it doesn't translate to the actual show, we'll have it on file somewhere.
The sound is not bad. Would have been better without commentary.
That was a concern that I had too, where the chat lady would just talk through the whole song. So maybe we make a decision. Would we rather the chat lady or entrance themes? And there's pros and cons to both. Meanwhile, I don't want to neglect the action in the ring. DMP with a Hurricane Rana on Gale.
It was only a little distorted, but okay.
Stomps the face. Now Gale is a submission specialist, master of the chicken wing. And if he gets you in that, you're in trouble. But DMP, of course, has, got an answer for everything, I'm sure. Got a tool in the bag that'll fit the job. Driving the shoulder into the guts. Now he's going for a choke. The ref should check that. That's a blatant chokehold. Holden and Cody Harris looking on. Gale going for a pin. 20 points on the line right here.
Have an older secondary phone and play it through a Bluetooth speaker. That way your speaker picks it up.
Have an old secondary phone and play it through a Bluetooth speaker. That way your speaker picks it up. Yeah, I'll have to try some things. I'll try some stuff offline. I'll try it a few different ways and see what I can do. That was just me holding my phone to the mouthpiece of my headset, so I'm jealous Raise the Bar runs off PC and can just do the things with a couple of clicks. I also found out this week that the Creator Creations, oh my god, DMP missed whiffs on the Tope Suicida. The Creator Creations aren't cross-platform, at least between PC and PS5. That's frustrating. Referee's count is at 3. DMP with some stiff shots to the back. And then a back body drop, or a back suplex. This is why we turn Corey Graves off. I don't need him to correct me. Referee's at 7. The points would still go on a countout victory. DMP going for a pin here. Is it enough? Look at that. The Ultimate exposed the turnbuckle nut. Gale climbing his way into that corner. DMP scoops him up. He's got bad intentions here. Top rope. Bulldog. Wow, an avalanche bulldog from the top rope. With some style to it. Now the referee going to put that turnbuckle pad back on. Gale with an Irish whip. Gale's got a red body. DMP yellow everywhere. Hits the stunner out of nowhere. 1, 2. Wow, 2.95. That stunner really paying dividends for DMP. Just a nice quick finisher. He's going back up. Wow. A big splash. The Ultimate's hat was in the way. 1, 2. Uh-oh. Gale using one of those finishers, but the Ultimate's up on the apron. DMP in a submission hold here. The chicken wing. Can he break out? He breaks out. Look at the Ultimate doing everything he can to get involved. Here's a pin. Wow.
Believe what I'm seeing right now. No one can. Elbow drop. Piercing.
You'd have to call this an upset. Gale hasn't been around in a while. Definitely going to have some ring rust. Hits a bulldog. Is it enough? Now he's got some evil intentions. Golden Rhodes, Cody Harris looking on. They look happy. Uh-oh. This is bad news. The chicken wing applied, but the referee is distracted. Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now? The Ultimate may have saved this match. Wow. A wheelbarrow into a DDT. Can DMP capitalize? Cody Harris up on the apron now. I mean, worry about him. Don't worry about me. Wow. A bulldog going for a pin. Gale finishes it off with a bulldog. A one-handed bulldog and picks up 20 points, but 10 points, you know what I mean, for the Purifiers. And that's going to put them back in contention almost.
This is why his name is mentioned when superstars get asked about dream matches. Just an unbelievable performance.
The only thing Ultimate is saving is gravy in his beard.
It could also be true. We're going to see a triple threat at Lucky 13 between Gordon McDonald, the Ultimate, and Hunter S. Mustache, and all the hair is on the line.
How 2 stunners and a bullfrog, how wasn't that enough?
Gale is a tough SOB from the UK. It takes a lot to keep that man down. And we do have another challenge that was laid out. Buddy the Wabbit is going to take on JJ DeBoss, and 10 points will also be on the line there as the Deleters and the Elite make bets, side bets. This is our main event, friends. We're going to dive into it here. This is a one fall tornado tag match. I did it that way because I didn't want you guys to have 3 finishers right off the bat. We want to let it cook at least a little bit. The tag titles are on the line. One of these teams going to walk into Lucky 13 as the tag champions, and they're going to take on either Magic Mania, the Jungle Boys, or the Midnight Outsiders. So some of those combinations are pretty interesting. Could the Splash Brothers take on the Midnight Outsiders for the tag titles at Lucky 13? That's a possibility.
Yes, he was on 0 when I hot him with the bullfrog, sulks. Here we go. Splash Bros' last chance to get the tag team titles back.
I mean, it is and it's not. There was those series of triple threat tag. They were supposed to be TLC matches, but we switched it to just tornado tags. And the Splash Brothers are still, they won their heat, I guess. So it was going to be the Splash Brothers versus the Pains versus the HRS. And that was the one where...
Chance to get the tag titles back. Let's go.
That was the one where the Pains caused that wrinkle and it had to be done on 2K25. But we'll sort that out. That's next season shenanigans. Here we go. The Splash Brothers taking on the team. They can't come down as a team because they're on separate factions. And you can't put a guy in a tag team who's already in a faction. So they don't even come down together. Make of that what you will.
Moving against you guys too. Go Frenchie. I feel dirty.
Yeah, it causes some interesting situations when you look at the scoreboard and you end up having to cheer for somebody that you're not on good terms with just so that the other team doesn't get the points. Expose the North just says terrible. RJ the Terrible. Now I understand. Check out Expose the North. Subscribe to that, man. Check out sharetheshock.ca and stay up to date with all the things, the latest from the soon-to-be greatest. Update your playlist and your status as we get a look at King Frenchie. King Frenchie, 2 belts.
That's the stuff. I hope those words tasted like the pie from the help when you said them words. Look at this baloney.
It isn't about pride for this athlete. It's about believing in yourself and keeping firm to that belief.
I just wanted to hear what Corey Graves had to say. It's about believing in yourself and holding on to that belief, as the chat is alight with negative comments about the top heel, especially after everything that went down at King of the Ring, Monarch Madness, and the Jobberwocky. Wow. But Mint's got a crown and 2 belts, so you can fault him all you want. He's just going to look at you with his crown and his 2 belts and call you a peasant.
With glitter.
I don't think he cares about the faction wars. He's not worried about points. He's just worried about getting as much gold as he can. And what's wrong with that? It's wrestling. Here we go. The Splash Brothers looking for gold here. One more time.
Keep an eye on all the action as things begin to get hectic in the ring. Will these teams be able to adapt to the rules?
Just briefly, King Frenchie and RJ look like a well-oiled machine.
Throws things at Frenchie, but STLL waits pom-poms
The demented maniacal psychopath Torn on what to feel about this match. He doesn't want NXG to capture any more points. And at the same time, it breaks his heart to cheer for his arch nemesis, the French lover. Meanwhile, RJ the Terrible, just kind of in the mix. He didn't sign on for all this. Mint's not a Quebecer, but he's getting lumped in. Mint's just trying to win matches out there. He's getting penalized for winning matches. Everyone thinks he's a jerk. He hasn't even said anything. Back suplex. Fingers with the Irish whip. Frenchie reverses. Just as RJ reverses Cameron Taylor. Fingers with a shot to the face. He's been waiting to do that all day. Now he's got the sleeper hold on this man. Jaw jacks his way out of it. huge
Stuff Wrestling is
gorilla
the
press
defense
slam.
of Cameron one-on-one at a house show for those words.
Oh, wow. I mean, we can make it happen.
Asterisk face.
He's absorbed some damage already. Spectacular counter.
Situation brewing between the Glowing Hearts and the NXG. Wow. Could be.
Manages to escape before the 3 count.
Very close. Fatigue clearly set
Only
in.
one fall here. No eliminations. There's not going to be a 2-on-1 situation, no matter how much the Splash Brothers want that. I just didn't want to give everybody the finishers, so I had to use the non-custom version of the match. Fingers reverse that. Lands on his feet somehow. Crazy. Frenchie knocked to the side of the apron, and RJ the Terrible hits everybody. The referee got tagged in there as well. Vicious back kick as Frenchie looks on. He's going for a pin here. Frenchie's not even in the ring right now. It's a 2-on-1 situation. The Splash Brothers and RJ the Terrible. Now Frenchie's in there. The opportunist chooses his spot.
Carefully measured right.
Which one of my clients are you looking for? Gordy Mac has the Mac you like and thinks you're right. But Dixon wants to see you up.
Wow. There it is. Let us know, Cameron Taylor, Gordy Mac, or Superintendent Dixon. From what I understand, Superintendent Dixon lays down the law and then throws you through a wall and then files the report raw. And Gordy Mac, well, he's got fists like frozen hands.
Let's go Dixon.
Oh, snap. Cameron Taylor versus the Belleville Boomerang. I can't wait for that. That's going to be a lot of fun. RJ the Terrible with an Irish whip. Frenchie with the spear. As the champs stand tall for the moment. RJ the Terrible looking for his money. Where is my money? That was a lot of shots just there. Yeah, we can sort it out in the chat for sure. We'll talk stipulations and well, that's about it. We can definitely do it. I'd like to see that. Cameron Taylor versus the Belleville Boomerang. Phenomenal.
Did you expect anything less?
Absolutely. We love tough stuff wrestling. And the Glowing Hearts.
Setting it up.
And like, I was fine with calling them Gordon and Dixon because that sounds like a tag team too, Gordon and Dixon. But the Glowing Hearts pulls it all together with the Canadian theme. Wow, this is ominous. Ominous compliments. Somebody tapped. Somebody tapped. RJ the Terrible tapped out when Fingers put his fingers in his mouth. We've got new tag team champions. And finally, they're on the same damn faction. The Splash Brothers. And I feel like it was only a matter of time before the Splash Brothers picked up some tag gold. Wow. Friends, that's going to do it for this episode of Me and the Boys Wrestling. Be sure to check in with us Mondays at 7 p.m. and occasionally through the week when I can find time for the overtime shows, the house shows, the sneak peeks.
With all this luck. Or are they? Is Cameron still in XG?
Oh, wow. Lots of questions. We're going to turn it to our Facebook chat for answers so that I can wrap this show up. Friends, be sure to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, do all those social media things because it helps immensely and it's free. Check out Raise the Bar Wrestling on YouTube. Check out Nightlight. You can find him easily through the comments here. Check out BWE. Check out any digital wrestling, all of it. There's room for us all on the internet, and you should check out as much of it as you can because everybody does things differently. Check out sharetheshock.ca and our friend to block at Expose the North.
We'll answer those questions in the chat.
Check out www.420dna.com because if it's in you, it should be on you just like it's on me at all times. Friends, thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next week. I love you. Bye.